In his 17 years of public service, Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. has achieved for himself a distinguished record as a lawmaker, government official, and public administrator, most of which were accomplished away from the spotlight. Senator Bongbong became drawn to the challenges of public service early on in life. Having observed how both his parents devoted their lives to public service for more than 2 decades, at a very young age of 23, he was elected Vice Governor of Ilocos Norte. In 1998, he ran and won as Governor of Ilocos Norte, where he served for 3 consecutive terms. In his 9 years as Governor, he transformed Ilocos Norte into a first-class province, showcasing its natural and cultural tourism destination areas, as well as its pioneer wind power. Alala niyo po ba yung parang LEC na malaki? Una yun, windmill sa Ilocos Norte po yun. That serves as an alternative source of energy for the needs of the province and neighboring towns. In 2007, he was attacked. He was elected back to the House of Representatives, where he served as Deputy Minority Leader. During this term, one of the important pieces of legislation he authored was the Philippine Archipelagic Baseline Law, or Republic Act No. 9522. In 2010, Bongbong Marcos won a seat in the Philippine Senate, placing 7th overall and first of the 2 real Senate newcomers. Presently, he chairs the Senate Committee on Local Government. That's why we invited him. Without further ado, again, let's all welcome Senator Bongbong Marcos.
Maraming salamat sa ating butihing National President and Presiding Officer, the Honorable Rico Judge Echeverry, who by coincidence I understand is also celebrating his birthday. Happy birthday sa ating National President. The Honorable Edmund Abesamis, our Vice President for Luzon, the Honorable Janela Salcedo Rendan, the Vice President for Visayas, ang ating mga barangay chairman, mga barangay officials, ang mga Liga chapter presidents. So a very pleasant day to everyone. I would like to sincerely thank you for inviting me once again as your guest of honor to speak before you at this national convention. It is always a privilege for me to be with all of you, especially as I believe there are many who are new to the Liga. Let me review some of the different developments in the duties and functions of the barangay officials. Kahanga-hanga ang inyong mga nagawa sa harap ng maraming pagsubok. Patuloy po kayong nakakaisip ng mga paraan para magbigay sa ating mamamayan ang mabuti at mahusay na pamamahala. Isang mahalagang halimbawa na lagi kong ibinabahagi sa inyong lahat ang mga pagbabago at reforma na natupad. Isa dito ay ang mga proseso ukol sa accountability at transparency, kagaya ng pag-uulat ng mga budget statement of income and expenditure at annual procurement plan at iba pang mga financial transactions. Isa po itong paraan para malaman ng taong bayan kung saan po napupunta ang pondo ng pamahalaan sa pamahalaan lokal. Isa pa rin doon ang unang paggamit sa pag-uulat gaya ng State of Barangay Governance Report. Ito ay isang paraan para malaman ng mga lungsod at munisipalidad kung gaano ka-epektibo ang bawat barangay. Ang pagsasanay sa 321,264 barangay officials sa ilalim ng Local Government Academy. Ito ay nagbigay daan tungo sa formulasyon ng Barangay Agenda for Good Governance and Development. Andyan din ang disaster preparedness training, orientation, and seminars na humigit kumulang 849 na barangay na na-identify na ito ay nasa high-risk area. At ito ay nagiging maliwanag na maliwanag ang halaga na itong ganitong klaseng training sa naramdaman natin na bagsik ng mga bagyo sa nakaraang taon. Ang paglalagay ng isang pulis sa barangay para sa seguridad ng publiko. Ito ay para tumulong sa kapayapaan at kaayusan sa bawat barangay. Proof of the worth and importance of the barangay was brought to light by a survey conducted under the auspices of the DILG. The survey questions were sent to respondents nationwide, answerable by yes or no and a grade of 1 to 5. The questions aimed directly on the responsiveness of local government units and the general public's awareness of the existence of services delivered by our local government. According to the survey, which was reported last year in June, 99% of the respondents had already availed of the services offered by barangays, and 96% expressed satisfaction thus far with the services provided by the barangay. I do not know if there is any other organization, entity, or agency of government that can say that they will get the same scores na 99% na nakapag-avail, 96% satisfaction rating. Ay kahit na ang pinakapopular sa ating lahat ay hindi umaabot ang ganyan sa ganyang mga numero. And this is confirmation of the positive impact of the barangay in the lives of ordinary Filipinos. Yet, it is observed that these officials and workers who are behind the active operation of the affairs of our barangays are left with minimal benefits, which is ironic considering the endless recognition that is given by our government of their indispensable role in the delivery of basic services as their contribution to national development. That is why, at the onset sa pagsimula nitong 16th Congress of the Philippines na last July 2013, I filed Senate Bill number 12, an act providing barangay officials, including barangay tanods, members of the Lupon ng Tagapamayapa, barangay health workers, and barangay daycare workers as a retirement benefit. This bill seeks to provide a retirement benefit to qualified purong barangay, members of the Sangguniang Barangay, barangay treasurer and secretary, barangay tanod, members of the Lupon ng Tagapamayapa, barangay health workers, and barangay daycare workers. Their dedication and contribution to public service for that certain period of time without regular monthly salaries, but with only honoraria, allowances, or other emoluments deserves more than just recognition. As your senator, together we shall endeavor to continue crafting relevant laws geared towards protection and further strengthening of the basic institution. We shall support initiatives that will uplift the welfare and condition of barangay officials and workers. One such initiative that I have learned about is that of Mr. Lorenzo Boy Zuniga, barangay chairman of San Ildefonso, Alaminos, Laguna, whereby he is proposing the enactment of a law which is going to be the Magna Carta of barangay chairman. This move is supposedly aimed at empowering barangay chairman and other officials and making them agents of change in their respective areas, wherein each barangay will be encouraged to develop itself towards the end of self-sufficiency and less reliance on the national government. It also endeavors to provide fixed monthly salaries to barangay officials in recognition for their services and their efforts. This proposal starts with the classification of barangays in almost the same way that cities and towns are classified. Meron din tayong first class hanggang sa fifth class na pinakamababang classification. at ay mga mababang classification na barangay will get financial support from the local, provincial, or national government to subsidize their salaries. This should also help eliminate graft and corruption at the barangay level. I am studying this initiative to see if it aligns with our legislative proposals to further strengthen our barangay system. Let me also report to you that on the same month of July in 2013, I introduced Philippine Senate Resolution 123, creating a select oversight committee on barangay affairs in the upper chamber of Congress. Background to this is the realization that it has been about 22 years, since the enactment of the Local Government Code of 1991. And that subsequently, local governance, particularly in the barangay level, have continued to encounter many issues that challenge local authority. Idagdag pa rito ang mga karagdagang official functions na ibinibigay ng national government sa ating mga barangay officials. Kaya kailangan hindi mabigyan ng suporta ang ating mga barangay. Kaya ako ay nag-propose ng isang oversight committee for barangay affairs nang sa ganun na pagka meron tayong na hinaharap ng mga problema ay ito ay may dadala sa upper house ng Senado nang sa ganun ito ay mabibigyan ng solusyon kapag ito ay nagiging problema sa ating mga barangay level. It was deemed vital by myself as chairman of the Local Government Committee to constitute this select oversight committee that would scrutinize how barangays all over the country have performed their mandated duty under the 1991 Code, and in the end, make their role more effective and more responsive to the needs of the people. It is also on record in the upper chamber that after a series of hearings, a technical working group has been organized by the Local Government Committee, which is tasked in making the SK more relevant and more engaged in the barangay, making it a more effective and productive tool of the youth for their participation in nation building. Siguro ang aming, para namin paliwanag ko ulit kung ano yung nangyayari dito sa pagbabago at saka sa reforma at restructuring ng ating SK, ang aming ginawa sa komite ay ginawa naming deadline ang October 28 ng 2014 para matapos ang aming mga magiging committee hearing, ang aming mga technical working group, nang sa ganon magkaroon na ng halalan para sa SK. Kung ano man ang magiging struktura, kung ano man ang magiging sistema na pagbabago, na bagong sistema na ating gagamitin para sa SK, ito ay dapat matapos na by October 28. Nang sa ganun ay magkaroon, ang COMELEC ay pwedeng magtawag ng eleksyon at magtawag ng eleksyon between October and February. Ganito ang mga deadline dahil sa pagkatapos ng February, ang sisimula na ang COMELEC na maghanda para sa darating na 2016 election. Yun lamang ay pinagpipilit namin, sana naman ay hindi magiging kagaya ng barangay election na ipinababayad pa ang ating halalan sa ating mga barangay captain, ating mga barangay. Ang barangay lamang, ang aming nakikita, pagka hinahalan naman ng gobernador, pagka hinahalan naman ng mga mayor, hindi naman pinababayad sa probinsya, hindi naman pinababayad sa bayan ang kanilang eleksyon. At hindi ko maunawaan hanggang ngayon at hindi mula pa ako narinig ng magandang paliwanag kung bakit ang barangay ay ipinababayad para sa sarili nilang eleksyon. The election of public officials is a function of the national government, is a function of the COMELEC. It is not supposed to be dependent upon payments that were received from the barangay. Kaya hanggang ngayon ay pinaglalaban namin na siguro naman pagdating sa mga scheduled elections ay pwede nang isama sa national budget ng taon na yun para sa mga halalan, para hindi naman tayo pumupunta sa barangay. Siguro ang barangay na ang pinakapulubi sa lahat ng mga institusyon sa local government. Eh bakit ang barangay pa ang pinagbabayan? Hindi ko nga, ako'y nagtataka at sa aking mga tanong hanggang ngayon, kagaya ng sabi ko, hindi pa ako nakakarinig ng magandang paliwanag kung bakit ganito ang naging pulisiya ng ating pamahalaan. Ngunit tuloy-tuloy nating ipagpipilit na ito ay payubaya na huwag natin ibibigay sa barangay kung hindi kilalanin natin ng responsibilidad nito. Pagka nagkakahalalan, ay nasa COMELEC yan. At ang COMELEC naman ay dapat bigyan ng pondo para lang sa ganun ay kaya nilang mag-conduct ng halalan na hindi umaasa na ang sariling barangay mismo ang pangmambabayad pa para sa kanilang halalan. Eh, pag i-report ko sa inyo kung ano ang magiging resulta ng ating mga diskusyon. If our government is to care for its people, it must care for the barangay. And that is why, again, this business, this policy of making the barangay pay for their own elections is, for me, a mystery and cannot be properly explained. So let us always join hands and together let us intensify the building of our nation from the ground up by restoring dignity in the lives of our countrymen, by continuing to strengthen the most basic government unit that takes care of them, and that is, of course, the barangay. You are the elected leaders. You are the frontliners, and you are the agents of change at the ground level. The challenges to you are great, but you must recognize that the opportunities are ever greater. Ginagawa namin lahat na maaari nating gawin upang patibayin at tulungan ang ating mga barangay officials para maging mas maganda ang performance ng ating mga barangay. Maraming salamat at mabuhay ang Liga ng mga Barangay at magandang tanghali sa inyo.